Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to cimnanya. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn your notifications so you are notified all the time each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm saying massive shout out to every one of you for the love, the support you all shower me here with. I am grateful, and you all are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about something a white woman actually said. That why is it that people, like, the fact that people hate white women and black men together so much? Like, why do people hate that? And I know she wasn't kind of probably referring about black women. And now the truth is that I do not think that black women care. They really do not care about, black men getting or being with a white woman and all that. But the things is that most of them, the things they criticize about black women, they go to a white woman with the same thing. And then use black women as their reference to their preference. I am not saying all. I am saying just very few. And she went further to say that each time she tells like white people also that maybe she wants a black man or something, and they are always like, do you want babies with low IQ? Why do you want to have impure babies and all that? And I am like for real, what do they really, what do they really think black people are? Sometimes when they say low IQ, I am like, where did you guys get this from? The truth is that I never heard this from a black person, like, that black people have low IQ. I never heard it before, not until I dived into this race thing and all that I found out that they call black people low IQ. And I am like, are you guys like right now for real? Be effing real. I'm just gonna roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. I absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. So straight up, let's get it.
All right, let's have a discussion about the recent trends of interracial dating preferences, because it's really interesting to compare different versions of this amongst the races and genders. First of all, no hate to any of these creators. I'm mostly commenting on your comment sections. So obviously a white woman that says she doesn't mess with white guys. Comment section, there's a lot of black men praising her, whatever. But then there's like, there's some white men that are very angry in this comment section about, how she's going to be a single mother. Here's me saying you mad. Okay, so like I said before, whenever I talk about dating black men, I get terrible comments from white men saying, just several racist things, saying like mud shark or single mother or you're gonna have impure babies, or like, why would you want your babies to have a lower IQ? And it's like, dang guys, like y'all really are racist. Okay, so this woman, I don't want to guess her race, but she doesn't appear as white as the last woman. And again, we see black men approving here. No white men to be found. Here's a black woman saying she likes white men. White men saying, we like you too. Oh, for real? Here's some black men saying they like white girl. We get side-eye, bi, of course. Here's another black man that said this. They said, they can have you, good sir. This girl says she likes white men. White men say, finally, we're getting some love. I like you too, etc., etc. Here's the thing. I understand the resentment when it comes to, white women fetishizing black men, and the resentment that comes from black men being colorist and misogynoirist. I don't know if that's a word, but I understand the resentment on both those sides. But the fact that people hate white women and black men together so much, it needs to change, because it's 2023. White men cannot stand the idea of a white woman being with a black man. We've seen this over the last, how many, 400 years. And it's like, where are y'all complaining when there's white men that only date Asian women or white men that only date black women? Like, y'all only hoot and holler when it's a black man and a white woman. People hate white women and black men together.
Go watch the video for context, but I'm going to talk about the little snippet I stitched. There are many factors at play as to why people don't like black men and white women being in relationships, but I'm going to speak about black women. The truth is, the majority of black women don't care if black men and white women are in relationships. The issue is that people in said relationship can't stop talking about us to justify the reason of being together. Some black men have said that black women are fat, have attitudes, and have multiple baby daddies. But then they turn around and date white women with those same negative attributes. Literally the same thing, just the colors change. Some white women have mocked our natural features and our style, but then they turn around and get plastic surgery to get those features and appropriate our style to attract black men. And the gag is sometimes they do it to profit for themselves. The bottom line is black women don't care, but keep us out your mouth when you do. Also, misogynoir is a real word.
Recent trends of interracial dating preferences. So obviously, a white woman that says she doesn't mess with white guys. Comment section, there's a lot of black men saying, praising her, whatever. But then there's like, there's some white men that are very angry in this comment section about, how she's going to be a single mother.
Alright, so my name's Pe0ple, and lately I've been reacting to very controversial topics of discrimination, racism, and dating preferences. So I came across a video today which I'm going to break down, and it basically has to do with, look, is it racist to have a dating preference? Is it racist to go for a certain ethnicity? Anyway, long story short, for the sake of argument, let's debate this comment right here. So let's get it started. Hopefully I don't get too triggered today. Also, if you like the content, make sure you follow so you get updates when I'm on.
Alright, let's have a discussion about the recent trends of interracial dating preferences.
Stop the video right there. See, I can't even do the video for 5 seconds without getting triggered. Honestly, lately, there's a trend. And guess what the trend is? I'll tell you. Black is in. I mean, it's probably always been in, but black is in. And I say that because one of my friends who is a different ethnicity, he came up to me the other day and he goes, have you noticed that, like, everyone just likes black guys now? And I was like, well, I mean, I'm being serious. It's almost like with the media or with the hip hop music and also Afro beats coming into the mix, it's almost like that's the in thing right now. Let's continue.
Obviously, a white woman that says she doesn't mess with white guys. Comment section, there's a lot of black men saying, praising her, whatever. But
let's stop the video right there. Look, if she's saying she doesn't mess with white dudes because she generally finds another ethnicity more attractive, which is a personal preference, I'm fine with that. And on a serious note, there's nothing wrong with that. But if she's saying she doesn't mess with white guys because she thinks they're lower than or she doesn't have respect for them in that sort of sense, then I deem that to be wrong and devaluing. And therefore it falls under racism or a racist act.
Some white men that are very angry in this comment section about, how she's going to be a single mother. Here's some...
Stop the video right there. The white dudes, or not all white dudes, but those particular white dudes who are angry that the white girl is getting with a black guy or just giving them attention, they're just like, those are our women. Stop talking to our women. That's their energy right there. And black dudes like, bro, she came to us, what you want us to do? That's how the game goes. Seriously, no, it's quite interesting because it's almost like, just mind your own business. If that's what they go for, cool. When white guys go for white girls or white girls go for white guys, cool. When black guys go for black girls go for black guys, cool. If another ethnicity wants to go for something else, that's fine. Whether it's a cultural thing because you want to stay in your culture or whether you want to be more diverse, cool. But if you're doing it to fetishize or if you're doing it because it's just like, I want to see what this is like, I look down upon that. But if you genuinely have an interest or find the culture or mannerisms or just basically, all right, you just find them attractive, there's nothing wrong with that. It's the reason behind it. What I find more interesting is the guys in the comments, whether they're black or white, whatever the situation may be, they're just like, all right, she's going for us. Yeah, that's a win for the boys. And if they're going against them or the girl's going against basically their preference, then they're like, man, I hate her. Interesting. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to follow. Now, listen to this. It's going to get a bit more controversial.
I said before, whenever I talk about dating black men, I get terrible comments from white men saying, just several racist things, saying like mud shark or...
Look, I don't want to laugh at that. I know it's racist, but it is a little bit funny. Like, it's bad, but it's a little bit funny. Mud shark, you know what I mean? Like, there's some humor in it, but at the same time, they're probably trolls. Long story short, those dudes who are hanging with those white guys, those Caucasian men, and it can happen for all races before someone tries to get on me, but those particular individuals who happen to be white, let's put it that way, who are saying, hey, we don't like you because you go for black guys, they may be racist, but also they're probably mad just because they can't attain her. So the next best thing is to tear her down. And I'm sure lots of people can identify with that behavior. Oh, you can't get the person, what do you do? Next best thing, make them look small, tear them down. It's just a human natured type of thing to do. For you, queen. I understand where it's come from, but don't worry. The black dudes aren't going to complain. They're like, hey, come on over here, queen. We'll take care of you real well. It's going to get way more controversial. Look at this.
Terrible comments from white men saying, just several racist things, saying like mud shark or single mother or you're gonna have impure babies.
Stop the video right there. Hey, you're going to be a single mother because you go for this type of ethnicity, e.g. black guys. That's racist. That's just basically saying everyone who's black or everyone who I don't agree with you going for, who's another ethnicity from me, guess what? You're going to have a bad life because they're just going to treat you bad. That's capping. And you know what? When you're doing that, I'll tell you a secret. You're pushing her closer and closer to that ethnicity. Classic, hey, I can't get you, so I'm going to tear you down and I'm going to partake in a racist or a demeaning act. But what really was the kicker for me is saying you're going to have impure babies. Like, that's just disgusting and that's wrong. You know what? Like I said in some of my other videos, which went viral as well, I just came from a wedding. And in that wedding, it was with a black guy and a white woman. And look, it was different because I don't always go to weddings like that, but it was good to see. It was actually a loving moment. I saw the white family with their culture. I saw the black family with their culture, and they actually came together. And it was surreal, to say the least. So, look, if you want to go for your own kind, that's cool. If you want to go for another nationality or ethnicity, that's cool. Just do it for the right reason. And don't listen to these other haters on the side like these comments just because they can't get you. They're jealous. You know what it is. Break down human nature in a nutshell. When there's an incentive or something benefits the individual, not black, not white, the individual, they are going to be more likely to be nice. You know why? Because there's an incentive. For example, if you go into a job, you have a boss. The boss has some level of power over you. And because there's an incentive to get money for a lifestyle that you would like to have, you would be nicer to that boss, yeah? But if the boss couldn't offer you anything, and he's being rude to you, and this and that, then there's no incentive to be gained for the individual. So that's when disrespect comes out. Case in point, when we flip it over, those guys, even though they happen to be white, are partaking in rude, demeaning, and even at sometimes racist behavior just because she goes for something which is totally different for them.
I understand the resentment when it comes to, white women fetishizing black men and the resentment.
Why is there resentment there? Let's break it down. Why is there resentment there? Is it because they think they are entitled to that? That's wrong. Or is it because they hate another ethnicity? There's no real reason for that. It's not your business. What you wanted, the triggering parts. Let's go.
That comes from black men being colorist and misogynoirist. I
don't like that she said that. She's basically saying, first of all, she didn't pronounce the word right. I don't even know if that's a word. Being colorist meaning that they go for anything. They have less standards, or they're more likely to be promiscuous. I didn't like that. And be sort of more so misogynistic, you know what I mean? Have bad traits. Well, why are you going for them in the first place? And secondly, I don't really like it that she put that on our race, you know what I mean? I didn't agree with that. It's about to get saucy in here. Let's go.
The fact that people hate white women and black men together so much, it needs to change.
Straight up, her dad's just being like, hey, don't talk to black guys. For real, don't talk to them. And she's like, no, Dad, no.
White men cannot stand the idea of a white woman being with a black man. I mean, we've seen this over the last, 400 years.
Okay. In slavery times, of course, they're like, hey, don't go for my women. But look, I have lots of white friends who they were like, "Hey, if you want to go for the black guys, do it." I don't even like you anyway. Like, it can go both ways. However, she does have a strong point. People do have a point of contention seeing it. Because if I'm walking down the street holding a beautiful white girl's hand, everyone's going to start looking like, how did he get her? Or how did she get him? They're about to spit some bars here, look.
Where are y'all complaining when there's white men that only date Asian women or white men that only date black women? Like, y'all only hoot and holler when it's a black man and a white woman.
Case in point, we can stop the video right there. Double standard. And which goes back to my analogy about when there's an incentive for you versus when there's not an incentive. Case in point. Let's be honest, she had a great point there. It's a double standard. When they want to go for what they go for, no one's going to get on their case. But when it's someone else, they have something to say. But it's not their business at the end of the day. Anywho, that's the end of the video. It was a great one. Very controversial. Like, share, and follow. Write your comments in the comments down below. And if you like this content, make sure you follow. Let's go.
So this is all I got from the Sh0ck, and yeah, the truth is that I don't think black women really care about black men. I really do not care. I don't think black women really do care about black men dating or white women and all that. But the only thing, the problem is that most times they use black women as their reference to their preference, which black women do not like. For me, I really don't care if they choose to be with a black man or a black woman. That is your problem. That is what you want. And the rest of it. But most times, you all know what happened when a black man and a white woman, it doesn't really end well. So most times, people are always like, okay, very soon you all are going to start. I'm not saying all the men. You all are going to look for black women to fight for you and all of that. Like she said that each time she said that she wants to date, her preference is black men and all of that. A lot of black women always, or black people always, like, you know, tell her some certain things or say some certain things and the rest of it. And also she said something that when white men hear that you want to be in a relationship with a black man, they are going to say, so do you want to have impure babies or babies with low IQ? Like, where did you all get all of that from? What do you people even see what do you guys see black people as? Maybe dumb or something. Like, it's just really crazy how sometimes they come out to say this, or they say it without even knowing that they are saying it. I mean, I really don't know where they get that, you know, that from, because what? Black people, low IQ. I mean, I heard that first from them. I never heard it from black people. I heard it from them. And that really something that I am always like, who really told them that? I mean, who told them that? But anyways, I don't really have a lot to say on this. And this is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you so much for the support. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.